Japan is a masterpiece of collective coordination. Trains run on the second. Public spaces remain silent. The system functions with a precision that seems almost superhuman. However, beneath this surface of perfect order, lies a complex psychological barrier. The very structures that ensure stability also act as a filter that removes original thought. To understand the real Japan, we must look at why the system is designed to suppress the individual, and why those who dare to think for themselves are pushed to the fringes of society. 1. The security of the universal manual. In most cultures, problem solving is viewed as a creative act. In Japan, it is often treated as a retrieval task. If a problem occurs, the first instinct is to consult the manual. The manual is not just a guide, it is a shield against personal liability. By following a preset script, an individual is protected from the social consequences of failure. This creates a society where not thinking is a survival strategy. When someone bypasses the manual to apply their own logic, they are seen as a threat. Their independence suggests that the manual is insufficient, which creates anxiety for the group. In this environment, efficiency is frequently sacrificed for the sake of emotional security. 2. The architecture of social exclusion. When a person consistently acts on their own judgment, they are given a specific title, Henjin. While this translates to eccentric or weirdo, its function is far more clinical. It is a tool of categorization used to maintain the boundary of the in-group. If the group cannot force an individual to conform, they label them as a Henjin to isolate them. Once labeled, the person's logical arguments no longer need to be addressed by the majority. It is a sophisticated psychological mechanism that prevents independent thought from spreading like a virus. The pressure to read the air, or kuki wo yomu, is the invisible enforcer of this boundary. To ignore the air is to signal that you no longer wish to be part of the collective protection. 3. The educational roots of the non-thinking class. This preference for manual-based behavior is not accidental. It is a product of long-term conditioning. The Japanese education system has historically prioritized the correct answer over the process of inquiry. Students are trained to excel in inshachi, a deviation value that measures how well they fit into a standardized curve. In this system, having a unique perspective is a statistical error. The result is a professional class that is highly skilled at execution, but paralyzed by ambiguity. When these individuals enter the workforce, they seek leaders who provide clear scripts. Consequently, those who try to introduce new methodologies are often met with silent resistance. The fear is not of the new idea itself, but of the responsibility that comes with making a choice. 4. The rise of the rational outcast. However, the global landscape is changing, and the manual is becoming obsolete. In a world defined by volatility, the rigid synchronization of Japan is becoming a liability. We are now seeing the emergence of a new class, the rational outcast. These are individuals who have embraced the Henjin label as a badge of independence. They often adopt a solo play lifestyle, minimizing professional social rituals to focus on high output work. By moving away from the narrow music of the mainstream community, they find a new kind of freedom. They use technology and automation to bypass the need for human consensus. For these people, being weird is the only way to remain sane in an irrational system. In the end, the eccentric is the only one who has developed the muscles to walk without a script.